guys, I'm Reshma and welcome back to the Introduction to Git series by ISTE. Today we'll be looking at two very important Git concepts, namely branching and merging. So let's jump right in. As you guys already know by now, Git is a VCS, a version control system that allows you to keep track of your projects and the files within, be it just you working on that project or a group of members. So branching and merging are two powerful Git tools that help you to parallelly work on those project files. So imagine a situation where there exists some file and you're thinking about making certain changes to it, but you're not too sure just yet if those changes are going to be permanent. So what you could do is create an alternate branch in Git, and now the file would exist in two separate places, so it's kind of like two different copies, and you could work on your changes separately, and those changes can be totally unrelated. It doesn't matter because there are two copies of the files now. So on the occasion that you're happy with both the changes and you want to incorporate both of those changes onto one single branch, you can simply go ahead and merge those two branches. So that's how branching and merging helps in working on a project. So in this video we're going to look at a few basic branch and merge commands. The first one is git branch, which basically lets you view the list of different branches present in your current working repository. Git branch branch underscore name creates a new branch with the name branch underscore name. Git checkout branch underscore name lets you switch into the branch branch underscore name. Now on the occasion where you want to create a new branch and immediately switch over into it, you would combine these two commands and write this command, git checkout -b branch underscore name. So what this does is it creates a new branch with the name branch underscore name and it switches over into it immediately. The next command is git branch -d branch underscore name. This deletes the branch with the name branch underscore name. The next command is git push --set -upstream origin branch underscore name. So what this does is it pushes the branch with the name branch underscore name onto your GitHub repo. The final command is the git merge branch underscore name. So say you're on the main or the default branch, and when you write this command, what it does is it merges the changes and the additions in the branch underscore name onto the main branch. So this is my private repo, a small one, git trials, that I created just to show you guys these commands. So I've already cloned it locally onto my local disk. So this is the path. See git demo, and these are the files in it. Here too, the same files. And this is what we'll be working on. So this is what we currently have already, and we'll be creating two branches and working with them. So let's go into the git trials folder. So you can see here that we are currently on the main branch. If I say git branch, that is to view the list of branches. You can see it gives me the list of branches, and main is highlighted in green with an asterisk next to it because that is the branch we are on. So the asterisk kind of represents like a pointer that points to the tip of the series of the branches present. So right now the pointer is here. And if I go ahead and create a new branch, br1, and then I switch into it saying git checkout br1, you can see that we have switched into br1 and br1 is written in blue here. So if I say git branch now, you can see that there are two branches and br1 is the one highlighted because that's where we are, and now the asterisk is here. So it's kind of like now the pointer to is here. Now say I want to do both of these together, that is create a new branch and switch into it. So I would simply say git checkout -b br2. Now you can see we have switched to a new branch br2, and that is what's written in blue. So now the pointer would be here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some changes to the chem file. So I'm going to say vi-chem.txt, and then I'm going to make some very minimal changes just to kind of say like atoms give elements or molecules make up compounds, something really small just to show you guys. So now I'm going to save and then exit, and then I'm going to add that file to the staging area, and I'm going to make a commit saying changed chem.txt. Yeah, and then if I look at the file now, I can see the changed file, and if I switch into main and then see the file, you can see what the old file looked like. That is the unchanged one, not necessarily old. So this is the changes and this is the unchanged one. So we have done this part. We made some changes to the chem file. Now let's switch over into br1 and make some changes to the math file. Okay, I've purposely made some errors here so I'd have something to change. I'm gonna save and exit. I'm gonna add the file to the staging area. I'm gonna make a commit saying changed math.txt. Now if I look at the math.txt file, you can see the changed version, and then if I check out into main, and then I see the math.txt file, I can see what the unchanged file looks like. So we've done both the branch changes. Now let's look at this a little more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge some changes to the main file. So what I would say is git merge br2. So now you can see fast forward written. So what happened is the pointer was here, and yeah, we had made these two branches. So when I said merge, what happened is I took the main here, and now the pointer is here. So this is what happens when we call merge, and there's a direct relationship between these two, and so it was merged using the fast forward method. Now I can go ahead and delete branch 2 because branch 2 and main has the same files, like with the same changes and everything. So I can go ahead and say git branch -d br2, and it got deleted. Now if I say git branch br1, this would give me a warning or an error because Git knows we haven't merged the changes of br1 with main, so it gives us like a warning. But if we want to go ahead and delete that branch anyway, we could just replace the lowercase d with a uppercase d, but we're not going to do that. We're going to merge the changes. So before merging the changes, I kind of want to show what the GitHub is going to look like if we push br1 onto GitHub. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to say git push set upstream origin br1. So it's going to take a few seconds, and it says it's done. Now if we check out GitHub, you can see that br has been pushed less than a minute ago. and okay, here you can see that there are two branches now. Main is 1 and BR is 1. Great. So we pushed this onto GitHub. So let me just write that down for you guys to see. So we push that. Now I'm going to say I'm going to merge BR1 with main. So I'm going to say git merge BR1. Now you can see here that it hasn't been done immediately or in the fast forward method, because this is where the pointer is at. Okay, let me just take this off. Okay, so this is where the pointer is at right now, and when we said merge BR1, because there is no direct relationship, what happened was it didn't get merged automatically or immediately, but Git has a way to merge these two together, and that's called the three-way merge, and it's done by the recursive strategy. So not fast forward, but through the recursive strategy. It does get done, but not this way, because as you can see, BR1 and BR2, like these two don't have a direct relationship like these two. So that is why the three-way merge is done. So Git gives a default merge commit, so I'm just going to go ahead and save that itself. Save that, come out. So now you can see it's been done, the merge, but the merge is made by the recursive strategy, unlike how it was done using the fast forward strategy previously. So now if I say git branch -d br1, it gets done with no problem, because the changes in br1 have been merged with the main branch. And we saw what the push does here. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. That brings us to the end of this video. Hope you guys gained something, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.